please. Often they say, hey Rory, that was a really great gig. There were some really nice examples of humour in there. Where do you get them from? And if they've got a nice face, I tell them. And I say, look, every evening in my caravan, I surf the ocean of the unconscious, right? And for a surfboard, I use my mind. And for the power of the wind and the waves and the oceans, I like to drink a nice pot of jasmine tea and a caramel wafer, Plumux, if I can get it. And when you surf in the ocean of the unconscious, you just keep your eyes peeled, right? Because underneath the ocean, there's these huge leviathans of thought and feeling. They're like that, right? And they've got jokes written on them. And because they're essentially mammals, they have to surface, right? So when they surface, you just read the jokes off them before they go back down. So I had a spare 5 minutes this afternoon when I was in the spa, and I was queuing up, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just practice for tonight's gig. So I started like this. And this old lady, she stepped me on, she said, excuse me, that really reminds me of one of those huge leviathans of thought and feeling. In the ocean of the unconscious. And it made me feel really confident about tonight's gig. Oh yes. So, I think it's Llanrhaeadr-ym-Mochnant. So this song was given to me by Bob Dylan. I met him in the local Whole Food shop. And Bob Dylan wrote a lot of his most famous songs when he lived here. Rainy Day Women, Buckets of Rain, After the Flood. And met him in the Whole Food shop. When he came in, right, he had a kilt on, bare chest, big black stovepipe hat, obviously false moustache and beard, but I just knew it was him. And so we went for a cup of tea and a wagon wheel together, and we talked, and it was great. I learned all sorts of things I didn't know about him, that he'd worked with George Formby for a while, did a song called It's Alright Ma, Turned Out Nice Again. So, and gave me this song, and it's called Llanrhaeadr-ym-Mochnant, Woman on My Mind. always love you true. Between us we're strewn infinity, and we'll be with you. And every time we part, I'll feel the pain and hurt and sorrow. And your sweet lips will break my heart when you say, alright then, tidier, isn't it? Can you be my little woman? Come on, man. She lives in Llanrhaeadr-ym-Mochnant, yeah, sometimes. Llanrhaeadr-ym-Mochnant woman, come on, man. She lives in Llanrhaeadr-ym-Mochnant. Sometimes.